zero emissions, that's pure iRobot shit right there, man. Ain't nobody fucking driving about the car.
Nobody breathes. Yeah, don't fart on the street.
Yeah.
You'll get fined on the spot.
Everybody's walking around silently and then just...
Somebody...
So wife on a train, just proper fucking stomach cramps. Imagine making a Tatty V2 video and thinking I'm going to reply. He even puts ads on the video. Lol. 40 plus minute expose videos are the new diss tracks. Welcome. Welcome to a very special episode 47 of the Unmonetisables, the official podcast of the FAWK Chronicles, the dumbest search for intelligence in the galaxy. And stepsister podcast to the Indi Scots networks, Scots with Soul podcast. I left you so much hang time today. I had you to wait those perfect 10 seconds till I get the intro. My name is Cpt Privilege, and with me through no choice of their own, Dr. Darkside.
This is going to be one of those episodes, isn't it?
And Grandmaster Tech.
It's always been one of those episodes.
It's always one of those episodes. And if you're unaware what type of episode it is, folks, this is the only show in the galaxy that expertly dissects your primitive planet's curatable culture, aka the trending tat of the week. And could I get a fucking F in the chat? Because YouTuber Burnout claims another casualty as the Sugar Pine 7 boys are done.
It's hype, right?
I think so hype. No, they're done.
I think they done. Weren't they past their use by date like quite a while ago?
Don't say
like they're a Kleenex.
Kleenex. So like a mango or
they've
something.
They've gone for quite a few years, but they took on Bay Rooster Teeth, and by that point they'd ramped up the production to like 6 videos a fucking week, including the podcast. And after like a year and then like a month of radio fucking silence, nothing but the podcasts, and then promising everything's okay, and a really cryptic second last episode apparently where they're just proper alluding to something going to end and something coming, and he gets a phone call and that's it. But then instead of releasing the last episode, they released the podcast and just announced it.
Let me guess, this was one of those situations where it's like, yeah, it's no longer fun anymore because it's more like work, work that earns money.
Kinda, but I think it's a case of trying to fucking punt out 6. If you've ever seen Sugar Pine 7, they're kind of like it's kind of like a mockumentary vlog style.
Yeah.
Where they just run around doing fucking all sorts, but they were doing that 6 days a week.
Yeah, that's just bad management.
Like 5 episodes a week. And
hold on, weren't they all doing their own channels anyway, and then came together?
Yeah, well, like a couple of them started as source fed, and then that got fucking canned. But this lot got together. They won a streamy like a couple of yees back.
Streaming,
yeah,
it's like a golden shower, but with only one person.
Don't say golden shower. It's like a Grammy or an Emmy for streamers.
So a doorstop
for tubers.
Does that mean your doorstop? Yeah,
it does. But so I'm pretty gutted about that. I'm really I'm just angry with them. How dare you fucking stop doing something that I enjoy? But just for the betterment of your health and creative capabilities, like that's just, I'm fucking offended.
Well, it's fine. You can go back and watch all those reruns.
But what is it, man? It's like everything I get into just fucks up. It's like Bethesda. Oh, I love Bethesda games. Fallout 76. Fuck you. What you doing to me? DC. I love fucking DC. And they're like, oh, fucking here's Suicide Squad. Oh, we're gonna lose Batfleck. I'm like, come on, man.
Here's an idea. If you stop showing up to the FAWK Chronicles, maybe we'll get more than 100 subs.
What the fuck? You'll never.
This wasn't
without me.
This wasn't even on my list, right? But this made me think of the Kit Harington guy at Game of Thrones, and apparently he's gone for therapy or something, like personal issues after finishing Game of Thrones.
What would you not be?
What do you mean, would you know?
He watched an entire village get burnt to death by dragons. Would you not have a fucking drinking problem after that?
The actor, the guy that plays Jon Snow.
But like, when you're immersed in these roles for as long as that, 8 years.
Yeah, no,
it's kind of like a YouTuber burnout.
That giant pinata controlled by the ground staff was, just really tormenting his mind.
Don't say giant pinata.
Right, it's just like these guys, like the mental health in film, music, whether or internet careers, like it's underrated, it's overlooked. Like people don't really think about these things until it's too fucking late. It catches up with you, and then you're in rehab or you're in like a special ward or something.
So
it's a fucking shame, man. That's a shame.
So TLDR, Media jobs and mental health. Underrated, yet overlooked. There we go.
I think it's a difference between burning out full blown like that though, and like getting fired. At least he managed the last fucking 8 seasons of the biggest show, being hailed as the best looking guy. Whereas like the opposite happened. Well, not the opposite happened, but fucking with the Sugar Pine Boys, they
won awards and shit.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, but since then the YouTube algorithm fucked them.
Well,
and as soon as they got took on with Rooster Teeth, practically all the views started dipping.
Have they made a statement or anything?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. They just came at the podcast and pretty much said it was done.
You know what?
They're getting dropped by Rooster Teeth.
You know what then? This is a perfect time. Those who can no longer do, teach.
Shut up, what, they start a school? the school for burnt out
Welcome to Sugar Pine Valley Valley High School, you know,
for
aspiring media presenters.
Well, for getting fired to char-grilled YouTube beef, that is.
Oh, we're back with the char-grilled beef.
Oh, the joy.
Deji versus KSI, brother versus brother.
Who cares?
This still goes on. People care. Okay, or else no one listens to the podcast.
Your average fucking pleb cares.
Did you just call our viewers and listeners an average pleb carer?
Our viewers don't care either. It's just you that cares. You're the only one that cares.
I'll have you know, I've been informed that some of our explanations are quite informative. And if you've not been up to date, folks, KSI obviously being that boxer guy, that guy used to scream at FIFA games. He also used to fuck about with his brother doing games and horror games.
Don't say fuck about with his brother.
His brother's been having mad beef with him for a while, but it wasn't really sticking. So he released his 45-minute Tatty-esque breakdown. It was called Bye.
Of course he did, because he'd been watching their subs fly up. He's like, oh, I'm getting on that bandwagon.
But he says his bro was somewhat a bully who never supported him. And if you view back on all the videos, he was quite abusive to him. And although he played along with it at the time, he now realises he was just letting him abuse him because he wanted to hang around with him. And
see, the problem with like your ego, you know, driving your whole online career is that you're going to crash at some point, like those other guys, man.
You can't separate the man from the myth. I think they've got a successful enough blend. They're one of the only few ones I've seen.
Big, then it can support everything.
And this just in from Planet Privlopia, an all-new product, Ego in a bottle. Drink 10 times a day and your ego will be satisfied.
Ew. I'd say satisfied. But it's fucking...
Liquid ego.
Well, I mean, like, even now, to be fair, he dropped a video a while back, pure Dob and his brother in it, and cleared a bunch of shit. It was just straight up beef video, just, oh, here's this gossip, here's all this shit. And he went onto the Logan Paul's podcast to really get up his brother. And then it kind of died down, but they re-released his diss track. They took up down for his brother's actual diss track, because they do raps. And they do raps, they do raps. But then they fucking... he popped it back up. And then released this, where it seems like he's been quite more honest and more real. But yeah, there's solar winds flying through the bridge here, folks. Because you left that porthole open. But
well, you know, we had to vacuum the shit.
So he's basically went in on it, gave it the 45-minute explanation, and about how he banged one he's a lassie fancied. He was talking to for ages. And then Deji took him home and pumped him. But so Deji's come out on Twitter and said, send me any and all stories of your interactions. KSI, sorry, said that about his brother. Send me any and all your interactions. He's going to go in on him. So we're going to see some casualties here, guys.
Like, I don't really know these guys. I don't really know the Logans. I don't really know the Tatties and the Charles, the James Charles character. I don't really know any of these.
We don't, because you're the characters, right? You know, you don't keep up.
Yeah, but why should you? Why should you follow these?
It's like watching Coronation Street,
like egotistical. Aye, it is. It's like a soap opera, dude. Hey, yeah. It's getting to that point. I'm just like, I'm not a soap opera viewer.
I'm not a soap opera viewer either. Yeah.
Soap opera.
What's a soap opera? It's when you say mop up the fucking tears at the end of the opera.
It's a soppy opera.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with it.
I get it. You like being sucked into the.
I don't like being sucked into anything.
The meat grinder.
It's being sucked into beef. What the hell?
The popular YouTuber kind of.
It's just interesting.
But
they're at a stage now where they're just looking for reasons to pick each other apart.
They're just
what we're
looking
at,
for
you know.
reasons for views.
Speaking of looking for reasons to start shit, John Cleese gets the Tarantino treatment off Twitter after he said London is no longer English. So Twitter's been pushing hard for a day and a half to make sure it's seen as
didn't he make some kind
problematic.
of odd statement like that a couple of years ago or
That
something?
was like a while ago.
It's
yeah,
John Cleese. You kind of expect this from John Cleese. The guy has always been just out there with his comments.
Yeah, he's been quite outspoken.
Yeah.
Respect.
But because he's an immigrant, himself, he immigrated
Is
to
he?
Neville. He's a hypocrite, apparently, according to Twitter. According to everything that Twitter pushed. I was scrolling in the moment, and it was like, oh, a John Cleese, and people are actually putting him in his place. So I saw his fucking rhetoric. I'm like, oh, the fuck.
Okay, John Cleese is just sitting back
Skip
like,
into it.
keep it
Wait,
rolling.
you
This is
feel
the
like
first
Five
time.
tweets were there, and then you scroll down, and it's like, and other people were quick to, point out that he was an immigrant to himself. And I'm like, hold on, like, you keep scrolling down, and at the bottom it's like, oh, and some people came to his defence.
Hold on. So he lives in another country now?
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. So he thinks his country's been invaded. So he goes and invades another country. There's nothing wrong with that. But then
No,
spitting the
it doesn't.
dummy after that's when there's a problem.
The dummy. All he said was that London's no longer English. Would you say that Edinburgh's Scottish now?
London isn't really England, though. London is like its own thing. It's like its own country.
Well, that's what
anyway.
folk are arguing as well.
wait,
It's more like
what
it's
was-
always been more like a melting pot, a cultural melting pot.
What was the old saying? The old saying, something along the lines of basically Londinium et curvus or whatever. No, it was Scotland is not its people, it's its heart, or something like that.
I think
So
you just made that up.
No,
It
it's
was
the last scene in Braveheart when he rips it out, holds
you've
it
been
up,
hung, drawn, quartered. There's my
screams
heart.
freedom.
No, but it was something based along the lines of, if you feel that you're Scottish, then, apparently you're Scottish.
Well, that's what, like, that was the more realistic argument that I was hearing folks saying. They were like, well, I was born in London, so you try to tell me I'm no Londoner.
Yeah,
To be fair, when
but-
she was saying it, she was like, I was born in London. I am a Londoner. But so I kind of understand. It's like, you say you go through Edinburgh and you ask anyone directions in Edinburgh,
Yeah.
fucking 9 times out of 10, they're probably not for Edinburgh, they don't know the directions of the place. Sorry, mate, I'm not for here. You're
Half
like,
the
"Holy
folk that have
shit."
actually been born in Edinburgh don't know the directions
That's
of Edinburgh.
true. That is true.
You know what I mean? Turn left at the next junction. Oh, I don't know what street this is. I'm following my phone.
Well, God alone knows who will win the culture wars, battle royale of the culture wars.
Not another battle
One
royale.
country who won't be participating in the classic BR format is India. There's a
BR?
bunch of Indian city battle royale. Keep up, Darkside. Eh? Indian cities have made PUBG on your phone illegal.
Yeah.
On your phone.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that
basically,
should be illegal anyway.
Are
why
you
why
saying
would
that-
you want to play games on your phone? It's ridiculous.
Are you saying that mobile gamers aren't real
I
gamers?
think you should talk to other people at the dinner table instead of playing your fucking game.
Ah,
Sit down PUBG while you try to bunch in your
hey,
fucking.
but apparently the world is getting, rather annoyed with the adults getting stuck into their mobile phones as well, rather than just the children. So it swings and roundabouts for this lot.
I think it's weird because basically a couple of cities said it was banned, and then almost instantly people were getting wrist slapped, up to charged, and then even up to put in jail. Actually doing jail time.
Cut their hands
For
off.
playing a fucking whoa. Cut a thumb
If they
off.
banned it on religious grounds.
Well,
That
no,
one.
well, it's a classic because they banned TikTok not long ago, saying it was
Yeah.
a paedophile playground. So it's like a couple of I was watching the Frag God, he was citing a couple of news stories kids threatening to cut their wrists if they didn't get a phone so they could play PUBG on it, and fucking some 11-year-old complaining that it's a violent video game and therefore it
And
shouldn't
you think
be.
these second world countries are kind of backwards and
Second
they're
world.
actually kind of more advanced socially than we are.
Yeah, I bet you that one guy that was playing PUBG in the local park that got disconnected randomly, that was about to rage until he found out that law came out, and he was actually quite thankful
Well,
because his mate next to him got fined for it.
apparently the bans are eventually lifted. They've seen sense.
How much money
They
did they
lifted
make?
it.
How much money
Who
did they make
imposed it?
during that ban? Just for that, even if it was just 2 hours, how much money did they
Or was
make?
it just for fines, you think?
Well,
But
that
you
was
never
it. Folk
know, you
were
know what I
getting
mean?
fined, folk were getting just a wrist slap, folk were getting put in
Yeah.
jail. Right.
How many people in India were playing PUBG at the point in time when they had that fine system in place?
But you kind of getting like mad internet now, so they're all getting fucking phones with mad internet. So
Yeah.
it took off like fuck.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
why
they've just
far
went,
too many
"Oh."
people playing with their phones.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to have a mobile phone than it would to have a full blown PC.
Exactly. Even sitting with a laptop in a park playing a game is just ridiculous now. You know?
Oh, the battery you need to carry around.
Exactly.
Why are you kicking around
Wind up.
parks playing fucking computer games?
That's what you do.
absolute
Everybody kicks around the
deviant.
park playing computer games now.
Once the
Yeah.
smart glasses come along, nobody will even know you're playing a computer game.
Smart glasses. Well, moving on. What have you got for me this week, gentlemen? It's that time of the show. Recon. Stop pointing fingers at each other and delegating who's gone first.
Have you seen what dropped on Netflix?
A lot of things dropped on Netflix.
Nope.
This is amazing. The Dark Crystal Age of
Oh, yeah.
Resistance trailer.
Yeah, totally.
Jim Henson's fantasy world brought back to life
Have
an
you only
epic
just-
new teaser for Netflix prequel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you only
did
just
you-
seen that.
Russian car.
Yeah,
floating
it just
by.
dropped.
Yeah, it's,
Tesla motor floating by.
yeah. There's
Literally just dropped like
Keep
yesterday.
on
There's-
Darkside. There's been a fucking prequel fucking in the works for ages.
not
It's
only
going to
that,
be
there's-
amazing.
they've had little teaser trailers out for like the past month or so.
Ooh, tease me. Tease me,
But
Jim Henson's
yeah,
ghost.
it's the amount of times I've been
Well,
hearing of
this is
people.
the first teaser trailer, apparently.
Aye, on Netflix.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, okay, it looks like they're actually doing pretty well. The story, don't really know much about that, so it could be questionable. But they've at least went back and done proper puppetry.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm
It
glad
still
it's
looks
not-
sketchy as hell.
It's a little more
The
cute.
lip syncing's terribly off. It seems like
It's a
they could have.
teaser.
It seems like they could have made it all finished, and they've added loads of CGI and stuff. But it's still they've deliberately kept it like that kind of out of sync lip syncing that kind of looks really bad.
Yeah,
And
we'll see. We'll see what it's like. You know.
I thought it was just amazing they've resurrected it and they've turned it into a TV show.
They need to
It's a
resurrect
TV
some
show.
it's a
It's a
TV
10
show, yeah.
episode
Yeah.
series.
No.
They need to
Prequel-
resurrect
it's
some
a
other things.
Prequel to the original movie.
The first film is long enough. Jesus Christ. I mean, I love Dark Crystal. Everyone loves Dark Crystal. It's amazing. Classic.
They should resurrect Labyrinth and make that a TV series.
Oh, no, they really should be. Whoa. Who the fuck's them in the Bowie's
As
shoes?
soon as they can do a CGI Bowie, then
Yeah. No,
As soon as.
the main character, Sarah, the original privileged teenager.
Oh my god. Just wishes her baby sister out of existence.
Sarah, the OGP. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that some type of Pornhub tab? Tag?
OGP
The
tab.
fuck?
another in the series of a franchise, Pokemon Sleep, is about to drop. A new Pokemon app called Pokemon Sleep is in development that will track players' sleep and use the data for gameplay.
Oh my
Don't
god.
ask me.
What?
Yeah, we're just going to track your entire life so you keep Pokemon Go open 24/7.
That's fucking weird.
You're going to have a phone just dedicated for Pokemon Go.
We want to turn sleep into entertainment, an executive explained.
Like, I didn't realise that sleep had become so arduous. You know?
Right.
This why I play subliminal fucking Pokemon noises into your brain at night. That's My Little Pony, and I've told you several times.
I will keep
not
doing
on
that.
my
I will
shit.
keep doing that until one of these days you randomly whistle it and then curse at yourself.
Oh god.
My mission will be complete then.
The only cursing I've got on here would be fucking me.
That's a hexen.
What else we got?
Well, you can keep your trash to yourself, apparently, is what they were saying. I've lost the fucking news report, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah,
Smooth landing.
smooth. What the fucking
Keep your
80s?
fucking trash, or you keep it in the fucking...
X the X.
Can you keep it somewhere other than in the trash folder, for fuck's sake?
No, it's just it's done the usual fucking. It's just disappeared off the fucking page because it refreshed. Assholes.
For
Right.
live, we were talking about Brexit.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, who said the
here's
Brexit
a
one? Who said
peripheral-
Brexit?
It's nothing to do with Brexit, but British Prime Minister hopeful Rory Stewart admits he smoked opium at wedding in Iran.
What? Yes.
What kind of a fucking wedding is that?
The fuck
That's
is...
amazing.
fuck
right?
is he doing kicking around Iran?
He said it was a very stupid mistake when he smoked opium while travelling in Iran more than 15 years ago.
Stupid mistake.
And he admitted taking a puff of the drug while at a wedding, despite it being against the law.
A puff.
An opium pipe was being passed around. Like, what kind of a wedding is that? You know, it's like somebody passes you a pipe.
Fucking Iran,
like,
what do you think's happening?
Oh, yeah, I'll have a shot of that. And it's only while you're halfway through smoking it you realise it's opium and not, like...
Something less than opium.
Yeah.
Or different from opium.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What do you think goes on in their countries, man?
Anyway, I think this guy should be Prime Minister because this guy knows how to party.
Yeah, he's clearly at the wrong party. You know,
opium trees grow like fucking marijuana trees in fucking Jamaica. In the countries, man. You can opium trees. Sounds like a Pink Floyd album.
I mean, we've had prime ministers that have admitted to smoking weed, but admitting to smoking opium—that's hardcore.
Right? We've had one that was fucking talking about having fucked a pig.
That wasn't legit.
Why, did the pig not give consent?
Maybe the pig gave consent.
That's even more troubling.
What's worse? Smoking opium or shagging a pig?
When those two are both equally as questionable, that's when the world really needs to go, wait a minute.
I just go to sleep and listen to some fucking Pokemon subsonic waves.
God. And dream about Pokemon? What? No. So yeah, I found the news report again. So the Philippines is sending rotten exported waste back to Canada. 69 container loads of waste are being sent back to Canada as the materials were supposed to be recycled but were found to contain items including soiled nappies or diapers for
Who
everybody
didn't
in America.
double check that shit?
Canada's no fucking...
Yeah, we're sending you recycling back because you've got shitty nappies.
Tons?
Like climate gate
69
Canada
containers, and considering each container is about 30 odd tons.
You're just going to bury that ship when it gets back, right?
Yeah. You know what?
Just sink it in the harbour, man.
You know what they've done? Just send a plane back over and airdrop all those nappies right back on it. It's like,
Just put it on a rocket and fire it in the sun.
shit from above. So there's been a fair little bit happening around the world recently. Australia mod boy taunts police over arrest warrant.
Mod boy?
Yeah, he's an Instagrammer, 23-year-old Instagram model. Pretty much.
Did you just you shorten model to mod
that's just
boy?
clickbait. It's just clickbait because he's
pretty
picture.
much. Yeah, it pretty much is.
I read that story and there wasn't much to it.
Exactly.
It's just his picture.
That's
and
it, but-
he's got like tattooed eyeballs and he's got anal written across the middle of his face.
But this is
a real influencer there.
Aye. This is my point, though. You know what I mean? This is the stuff that makes headline news. This is why the headline news is becoming less and less entertaining. Unless they push it even further, then it might start becoming entertaining again.
Like the fucking...
That's why you dig. That's when you need to dig deep for the good stories. Like demo found written on South Sudan in Google Maps.
What?
The word demo has been spotted lurking in the terrain of South Sudan in Google Maps.
Oh, but wait.
Demo. DEMO.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what that is? That's the world's first demo of the real life action game.
It's a Death Stranding demo.
Yeah.
Kojima's just thinking way ahead, man.
You know, they just set out a massive plot of land to play a big, massive game of Apex.
That's what I thought. For an instant, I was like,
real life Apex!
Did they really just write demo in the middle of this desert?
Exactly.
They've done that paintball style with fucking Keem and Mr. Beast.
Aye, but it's paintball. We're talking real life.
So like just shooting each other randomly.
Yeah. Next to that one, give it another year. Next to that one, you'll find pre-alpha or pre-beta.
Don't say beta. That's how you say beta.
Don't say beta.
I know.
Beta.
Beta, I never even fucking hardly know her. I barely even flicked her.
Oh, God. There's another one. Surprise finish in the US spelling bee contest. Like,
don't say surprise finish.
Like, more than 550 children have taken part in the US National Spelling Bee. In a tense final, the competitors were put through their paces with words like erysipelas, Bougainvillea.
You can't even pronounce these words. Never mind spell them.
Eaglet. No, I can't
Put them
actually.
into Google. Highlight the word and put them into Google.
Right, hold on,
and
hold
make
on.
Google talk it.
Let's do this last one then, right?
Oh, we'll not be able to hear it because
we can't pronounce it. What makes you think Google can pronounce
We'll not be able
it?
to hear it because your speakers.
It doesn't matter. Figure that out in a minute.
No, you want to see.
Apparently, I actually tried to translate it into Japanese. Egereto. I actually said that quite well. That's
Right.
weird.
If I do it
But
on your
yeah, anyway.
laptop, no, still it.
Yeah,
The moment's passed.
it has passed. Anyway,
Insufficient funds.
yeah, but the result
Donate
of
to
this year's
Patreon.
challenge, the result of this year's challenge could not be predicted, and I'm not even going to go into it because why are you on the mainstream news?
Because spelling bees, mate.
Because spelling bees,
Fucking dorks be dorking.
Yeah.
Geeks be geeking. Nerds
But-
be nerdling.
This is actually it's almost like an epidemic of shit news. I mean, we're not saying that these things shouldn't be, they shouldn't be brought to the spotlight. Like, hey, well done, that's pretty cool.
But there's
But
nothing more important happening.
yeah, exactly. Where are the news reports of millions of people dying in Africa from starvation anymore?
No. It's good. The,
I know, I'm
newspaper
just
would just be
saying.
that every day.
I know,
Just an
but-
extra fucking
I
obituary
know,
section.
It might suck, but I'm just saying, there's none of that anymore. It's all spelling bees and fucking.
It might suck,
Tencent
but I want to
released a
keep
new
reading the
car.
headlines about it.
Yeah, you want to read the stories about people dying in Africa and mass starvation?
I just want real news and not tabloid bullshit.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
You know what I mean?
So, here's a spelling bee somewhere once.
Exactly. Like, oh look,
Look at your big words the children
World
can
War
say.
III has started, but we're going to report on how cute this new batch of Queen's puppies are.
Some children haven't even the strength to utter a single word, but look at these privileged little shits who can utter 500.
I wasn't even thinking about it that way. But that's kind of
Americans
dark.
love their spelling bees, though. It's like a pastime over there.
Yeah,
spelling
but
things.
they also love
How bored do you have to be?
love graduating every single year of school though.
Listen, it's called being smart. Get smart, right?
Get smart. That's got to be the slogan of your new T-shirt.
Fucking nuts, though. Yeah,
Smart's getting a spell checker to do it for you. That's smart.
Yeah, but most spell checkers can't get the word "and"
Says
right.
Captain fucking Sarah FAWK Chronicles are here shit for the AI every 2 seconds. What if it starts telling you to spell it wrong and you need to input the right word into a computer somewhere to save the fucking planet or save the ship or save your fucking nuts? And you spelt it wrong because the goddamn computer's just auto spell checked. Correct, checked.
Well, when it started,
Check fucking mate.
when it started turning my word on the phone for stop to stop,
Do you know what I mean?
I'm like, okay, that's
That's
just
because you
me, the fuck out of that.
misspelled it once, and it's like it's remembered that. And it's
No.
like, oh yeah, every time
No,
he
it's-
spells it right, I'm
it's
gonna get him to spell it the
It's
way that he used
taking
to spell it.
It's,
now.
aye, but the auto dictionary doesn't even work
Fucking
like that anymore. It takes it for the online system.
Don't say auto dick.
The auto dick. All new auto dick 9000.
What we got?
But yeah, there's
Feed me more.
I've been trying to look at
Feed
different
me the
news.
scraps. Come on, let's
Right,
scrape the barrel
this,
here.
This is sketchy as fuck because fuck knows where this goes. Right, this is a rabbit hole. GM fungus rapidly kills 99% malaria mosquitoes. Survey suggests that study suggests.
Yeah, so
A fungus genetically enhanced to produce spider toxin can rapidly kill huge numbers of the mosquitoes that spread malaria. They made up this fake town, this fake village, and they covered in 2 huge mosquito nets so none of the mosquitoes could get out, and they left them all in there, and was it 1,500, and then they multiplied. But after 13 days with this stuff that they put in, there was like no. After 2 weeks or something, 13 of them were left. Like, that's
Yeah.
how good the stuff is, right? But it's just a fungus, man, right? And what happens if it, like Jurassic Park or something, life finds a way and the spider toxin fungus ends up getting breathed in by people.
Well, that's it. At least
become
and, then,
Spider-Man.
and then you sneeze and you transfer it to somebody else. Or like, and we've got the spider toxin
The dawn of
virus like
venom.
fucking killing everybody, man. Like,
Hi, Scott.
and it wipes out 99% of humanity in 2 weeks.
Well, the thing is,
It'd be
it's
worse
like,
when it actually mutates into an actual spider.
fungus spider. Oh, Eight-legged freaks, here we come.
Oh, that's like a B movie from the 60s.
So, it actually sounds like a great B movie. All new fungus spider from the Amazon.
That just kind of creeped me out because, yeah, well, let's just release this GM fungus into the world. What could go wrong, right?
Fuck it.
Well, they've released
Chaos.
GM humans into the world, and look what that's brought us.
Oh god, don't. What?
You know, it's
Quite
quite
a
a few
hate crime to call them something.
hate crime. Call them something.
Aye. Could coin a racist phrase for a fucking GM'd person.
Ooh, let's not go there.
Yeah, big Jen Moddy.
Oh, let's not go there. You've already started it. That's it. The eugenics war's about to kick off, mate. Not the Eurythmics war either.
I kind of like this. There's a fertility paradox.
Sweet dreams.
Fertility paradox in male beauty quest.
Sweet dreams to Pokemon.
Scientists have uncovered an evolutionary paradox where men damage their ability to have children during efforts to make themselves look more attractive. Taking steroids to get a buff physique or anti-baldness pills to keep a full head of hair can damage fertility.
This podcast isn't sponsored by Hims.
I just love the irony of that. It's fucking brilliant. So it turned out that these scientists kind of looked into this more when all these big buff guys came to their clinic for hormonal treatment. Because they had low sperm counts, and it turned out, the steroids they were taking or the anti-baldness pills were like lowering their sperm count.
Great. So basically, what you've just done is targeted yourself by big roid rage freaks, and
you just targeted yourself there and all.
and skinheads that are trying to fucking hide
themselves. They've targeted their own sperm.
Just you keep calling big roid rage motherfuckers.
The
low
gene
sperm
pool
count
finds a
guys.
way, apparently.
Oh my god. Big Batista turns up at your fucking door.
Well, Britain has made another leap and bound, apparently. The country has not used coal to generate electricity since 17th of May, the longest period since the 1880s.
Oh, that's climate change.
I turned off
Exactly.
about fucking period. Like, what?
Yeah, Britain in 2 week coal-free record. Like 2 week. It's going to get to the point in time where they're celebrating, oh, we didn't use coal for 1 minute. Record break. You know?
Fucking Guinness World Records, mate.
It's crazy. It's like every single week somebody's turning around and going, oh, it's the hottest week since blah blah blah.
Alright, it's always the coldest or the hottest since that last one. Even
But they
though
always
they're
change the date. It's like, oh, it's the hottest since like 1780, and then the next again week, oh, it's the hottest since 1995, or hottest since last week.
Aye, literally
Like okay,
just mess around. They didn't mention the year before that. It was scorching fucking temperatures that just totally fucking destroyed all records.
Talking of scorching temperatures, just looking at the thumbnail they put in it, scientists call for zero emissions law. That's
God, here we go.
That's like calling for the zero tolerance on alcohol while you're driving, even though you just used that mouthwash. You know?
Yeah, but more deadly. Zero emissions, that's pure iRobot shit right there, man. Ain't nobody fucking driving about the car.
Nobody breathe.
Yeah, don't fart on the street.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll get fined on the spot.
Everybody's walking around silently and then just...
Somebody
So wife on a train, just proper fucking stomach cramps.
somebody farts and all of a sudden there's a flash mob that just attacks them, you know. Get the breather! Get the ass breather!
Like, this is sneaky as hell, though. I love this. It's so sneaky.
Dirty flatulator.
Sneaky. North Face apologises over Wikipedia hack. Did you read this? Clothing firm North Face has apologised for manipulating Wikipedia to make images of a product more prominent in Google results. Its ad agency put images of models wearing North Face gear on Wikipedia pages about remote locations.
Look, you asked me a question, did I read that? No, I'm not a fucking dork. Where the hell you find this? Who the fuck? What? North Face Wikipedia done a what? Who did
they hacked Wikipedia and put pictures of models wearing North Face clothes on Wikipedia pages on different locations in the world.
Yeah, so if you had a Wikipedia page on the Philippines, it would be a model in the Philippines wearing North Face gear.
That's brilliant, man.
Yeah, that's good marketing.
And then it would be like somewhere in the description of the image, it would say North Face. And so when Google spiders go and find that Wikipedia page, they would
Google
link.
spiders.
So, yeah, as soon as somebody typed in like whatever in the Philippines or something, up would come North Face, like second in the fucking list.
Holy
like,
shit.
okay, don't get me wrong. It might
Is that
be
illegal?
Is it illegal? No, it's not illegal.
No.
But
Anyone
it's
can
really
change
fucking
Wikipedia.
frowned
Really?
upon. It's really sneaky.
It might be
Yeah,
frowned
I-
upon
I
and
like it
sneaky,
'cause
but
it's
it's
sneaky,
good.
but-
yeah,
That's
it's
quality. I
pretty
bet you'd like
genius.
it 'cause
Like.
it's sneaky. That's brilliant.
The
That's genius,
Wikimedia
man.
Foundation, which set up and
Wikimedia.
oversees the online encyclopedia, said the campaign had unethically manipulated Wikipedia. What they did was akin to defacing public property.
What? What?
Well,
For fuck's sake!
I can see it. I can see it for that side, like, but
But I like it. It's sneaky.
Well, one thing to be sneaky about is 5G has been turned on.
oh god,
And then it got turned off pretty
Yeah,
rapid.
exactly.
Did you see that? Like,
Yes.
is 5G the name of your sex robot? I don't know.
like the second broadcast
Needs
over
to charge for
5G by the
24 hours.
BBC, it died.
Yeah.
The
It was too powerful.
video
We're-
died.
The one who hit
Yeah.
the fucking on button's
We're-
finger melted off.
We're not going to name the company that is running the project because that's just blatant advertising. But yeah, the 5G got turned on, got turned off shortly after. However, they're basically stating that, oh, it was just a test. This is going to be the future of the country and it's coming soon
No.
to the UK.
It was just a test, and the test happened that the building started glowing green for about 4 fucking miles.
Everybody suddenly melted into a weird gooey sludge.
Within a quarter-mile radius, everyone had the fucking puddle guts.
So that you can download the whole TV season while you're waiting on the bus.
Yeah, well, see, the worst thing is, right, people are actually complaining about it because they're like, right, so you're bringing out 5G, but there's like 70% of the UK still can't get above 80 meg. In fact, even 30 meg internet connection hardline. So, gonna fix our internet before you fix our brainwaves.
I barely
Yeah, it's going to be faster than your internet
Yeah,
at home, isn't it?
exactly.
I barely even ken 1 meg, to be honest.
But they're talking the lowest price deal for 5G is £54 a month.
Yeah, £54 a month and then a one-off fee of £170 for the
Yeah.
phone, right? But it only gives you 10 gig a month.
Yeah.
only.
Oh,
You're going to fire through that rapid though. First two
Yeah.
or three TV series
Hell,
you've
you
downloaded.
load
That's
up,
it.
hell, you load up Facebook and you're done.
You're going to need you're going to need an SD card. Like how many gig on your phone?
Think about it this way, right?
Fuck, a terabyte.
Like before all the shit came out about Facebook, right? Facebook was sending all that data from your handset. So even if you loaded up Facebook one page and it's already using half your data, sending out all the shit on your phone to try and like scrape it. But anyway, you know, so imagine what it's going to be like with this. Everybody's going to be like, oh my god, we can like copy their entire phone in a second. Upload. Boom.
Done.
You know? Oh great, there's your data's just disappeared in like 3.5 seconds.
Oh my god. Just be walking around just fucking wee portals opening your
Yeah.
pockets, 5G, just burn the hole right through your fucking...
Hi Gran, how you doing? No data. Oh, fuck.
Folk just fucking pickpocketing your data as they walk by.
Please insert your lifeline to charge your data.
It's gonna be like that film with Justin Timberlake where they got to steal each other's time off each other.
Oh, don't mention any Justin Timberlake films.
Yeah. Did you know he's bringing sexy back?
It's fucking horrible.
Well, if that's about it, gents,
Well, I've got one more
one
story.
more. Better make it a fucking scorcher. Better be the best story all podcast.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's a story from last week that I never really touched on, and it was.
So it's a week old. Keep up, Darkside. Alright.
Did you see at all the animated Mona Lisa?
Yeah, I was going to mention that in the last podcast, but I thought I'd wait to get a little bit more information.
No, because I'm not a fucking art nerd.
So somebody created an algorithm that can take a single image and then turn it into a moving image as if that person was talking. It's creepy from a single
really
image.
And
is.
is that about Mona Lisa?
Did it
Can you
was-
show me? What does it look like? Can I just say things like that?
I wonder if Mona Lisa's in this one.
Oh
This
my
is them
god.
explaining it to you.
Hold on.
He'll get it up.
Don't say he'll get it up.
They do it with a few different people. They do it with Marilyn Monroe.
Oh no.
But it looks a bit
I
creepy.
mean, like, especially
doesn't look great
Mona
in
Lisa's
a way.
not real, so
No, that's not it.
Like you look at the ones, Marilyn Monroe. That's, you know, and you look at the moving image. That's not Marilyn Monroe, right? It doesn't entirely.
this kind of shit, especially.
This might be it.
There it is. There, look.
Is that it?
Hold
Wait a
on.
minute.
Nah, it's just gone through the years.
Yeah.
They're making her blink
Nah.
in 2018.
Nah. That's
Check
not-
that out.
No.
It looks a bit weird, right? It looks a bit creepy.
It does look like a real person though.
Oh, there. That's it. That's it.
It kind of looks like
Yeah,
a
there we
mix between what's her name and what's her name.
So this is how far the deep fake technology's got, that they don't even need moving imagery now. They just need a single image and they can create a person out.
It's weird because you didn't think of her as like a real person. You think of her as a painting, but someone modelled for that shit.
Right. And then I was watching a video, somebody discussing this, and they went on about, and check this out, this person does not exist.com, right, where it's hooked up to an algorithm that generates images of people,
And they don't exist.
and they don't exist.
Oh, that's perfect.
It just creates, and sometimes you can tell, like sometimes it'll merge like a guy and a woman or something like that, and it just doesn't
Holy
look right.
fuck.
Or
Yeah, like half the ones they knew the whole gender swap apps for the phones.
Mm.
You know, the one that goes from male to female now, and everybody's
Yeah,
screaming
yeah.
about it. The
It's
ones,
creepy, right?
the ones that you see with people that have got beards look amazingly weird. It's like they've got a female face, and then all of a sudden there's this really blurry patch
Yeah,
where
well.
it's removed their beard, and you're just like,
Either side, it's
"Ew."
under like added extra chin and
Yeah,
stuff like
totally,
that.
you're like,
it's
"Ew."
quite
Yeah,
But
with this
no.
technology, like from this person does not exist. So you're creating these images of
Yeah.
one-off images of people that don't exist, and then you've got that technology that they did the Mona Lisa
Yeah,
thing with, and
yeah.
you can animate it. And then and all you need is like a voice to be created by I mean they
Synthesis.
can already create text
Yeah,
through an AI. They just need a voice now.
Oh, they've got the voice, the vocal
we're like
generator.
a heartbeat away from, you know, synthetic people that don't exist, and
So would that be
it's
like?
creepy.
So
isn't
in
it?
the
Like,
future,
so
will we
creepy.
have like disposable lighters? We have disposable people.
You could well have disposable, but you could have a news presenter who just doesn't exist. They seem like a real person.
Yeah, you're
but-
shit. It's fucking like Max
Yeah.
Headroom style.
Yeah, you don't need to employ somebody to read the news. You just, you know how much a newsreader costs? It's like, holy
Here we
shit.
go, Sarah Connor Chronicles. Fucking, they took our jobs in the future.
Speaking of that, have you seen the clip for the new
The new
Terminator?
the new Terminator that Darkside was adamant wasn't happening, and it was way too old to be
Oh,
in.
you mean
Ridiculous.
Schwarzenegger's retirement plan?
and the actress formerly
Linda
known
Blair.
as
What's it called?
Sarah Connor.
What's it called? Terminator the
What was it? I've totally lost it. Hold on.
Terminator
Last Blood.
Terminator Care Home.
Terminator Care Home. Fucking ageist.
It is.
I know Schwarzenegger can still kick your ass.
Dark Fate. It's called
Dark Fate.
Terminator Dark Fate.
Dark Fate of Color.
Dark
Yeah.
Care Home.
But honestly, this, like when I watched the trailer for it, it reminded me of Logan. It's that sort of kind of.
That's exactly what I said it was going to be. It was going to be an old man Logan-esque Terminator.
That's practically what it
Yeah.
feels like. It's almost like even the music is the same sort of style. It's that sort of new wave, edgy.
country,
kinda-
but
yeah.
kind of not really.
Exactly, and it's
Ermengarde's
Sarah Connor. It looks like Sarah Connor meets a brand new Terminator that doesn't know it's a Terminator. It thinks it's human, and I'm like, oh, here we go with the humanization project.
The dehumanization project.
I mean, she is rickety old as fuck, carrying a shotgun, and I swear it looks like her arms are about to fall off carrying the shotgun.
Ageist. Babies.
I'm not ageist.
I'm getting
I'm just.
tired of your ageism on this shit.
No, it just seems
We're
like
growing
another
old of your
retirement
crap.
plan. It's just
Yeah, totally.
Get along in the tooth, just like this podcast has. If you made it this far, folks, we appreciate it. But that about wraps it up for episode 47 of the Unmonetisables podcast. If you made it this far, we genuinely appreciate you listening to me say that we genuinely appreciate it twice. And if you're feeling as frugal as Private Mr. Feudal, geezer, you did a snigger. You wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't fucking said that. If you're feeling as frugal as Private Mr. Feudal, geezer, we pound off you over on Patreon. So next time you can maybe hear the text to speak, Google, tech, on those fucking spelling bee words.
I didn't even start up. You just moved on.
For those watching via the FAWK Chronicles on YouTube, while you're here, feel free to make mobile games illegal all over that subscribe button. go fake a fucking AI-faced voice sub on that button.
I wonder if that'll work with Privilege's photograph.
And the FAWK Chronicles are part of the Indi Scots network. Until next time, this has been Captain Privilege, Grandmaster Tech, Dr. Darkside, signing off. Loads of tail frequencies, ending communications, and gonna go sugar my pine.
Gonna go and check my dark fate.
Goodbye.
That's what you came with. That's what you've been fiddling. Oh my.
Goodbye.